call halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Akakmadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right. We're going to do something a little different today. I got a strike on my other channel, the new song Ba. So we got a week over here at the new song Ga. And I think one more strike over there and they take the channel down. We're in that time. Famine of the word is coming, so it is what it is. Keep it moving. All right. And without saying much, trying to grow in this thing. I have a new outlook, right? And nothing new. It's just you got to concentrate on what matters as we near the end. And we're very, very close to the end. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to review a song that I was in the spirit and I heard the song and jumped out at me that, there's a bunch of spiritual things in the song, all right? Dealing with waking up to who you are, and the work of the men of the Lord out there pushing this truth out on the highways and the byways, all right? And we'll get into the song right after this. First, we have to establish that our heritage, right, our name was taken from us by the Most High. And the Most High uses devil Esau, to do it, to hide it from us, if you will. All right, but it's through our misdeeds that got us into this situation. But now it's high time to wake out of sleep, all right, which is what the song is going into. And we're so close to the end, again, what to do at the end, all right? So this is Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, Israel, even thyself shalt discontinue from the heritage, Salakia. Start again. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Okay, so basically, the Most High is saying, look, I created you to run this world, but you done made me so mad, you're not even going to know that you're my people. You're going to think and believe whatever your enemies, as you're enslaved, will teach you about yourself. And all of that came to pass. All right? So this song, all right, first what we'll do, this song is a song by a band called the Zombies, coming from the 60s, right? And the name of the song is Time of the Season, right? And nowadays they have these youngsters, right? These kids, and they'll play an old song, right? And they'll listen to it and then they'll have their reaction. So we'll do that first, and then we'll break the song down, and I'll let you. We'll bring some precepts up to show what I got out of it spiritually. All right. Doesn't mean that that's what it means, but this is what I heard through the Spirit. All right. So anyway, first let's get zombie. Okay. What is a zombie? This is going into the dry bones. Okay. Dry bones coming back to life. All right. So let's get the definition of a zombie. All right. Definition of zombie: a willless and speechless human. That's Jake. All right. Held to have died. Okay. The valley of the dry bones, and been supernaturally reanimated. All right. Jump down here. A person held to resemble the so-called walking dead. That's Jake. All right. But this is just the name of the band, and I'm getting this in the spirit. Okay, so back to this. All right, the name of the band is the Zombies. The name of the song is Time of the Season. All right, and we could just go straight to Ecclesiastes 3. And there's another song by the Byrds which deals with this whole chapter. Right? It's Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds. And we'll break that down in a different lesson. So this is okay. So, all right, Ecclesiastes 3 from the top. It says, "To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven." All right. So here we have in the title of the song, time and season. All right. Now, we'll watch this and they're going to play the song. Then we'll go to the actual lyrics and we'll break it down. So let's see what their reaction is from the top.
All right, this is our first time checking out the Zombies. We listened to the song Time of the Season. Let's get into it.
Oh. What? Is it that song's like Who's Your Daddy?
What?
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy, and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving.
Oh.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Is he rich like me?
Wait, so you've heard this before?
I was in like Austin Powers or something. I recognize this from a movie.
Oh, wow.
I recognize it from a movie. I watched so much Austin Powers and Goldmember.
I mean, I watched those too, but I do not remember this.
Oh man, this song is just so unique. It's just, I don't know. I just know, what's your name? Who's your daddy?
See, the part that sounds familiar to me is the beat. Doom,
The
doom,
beat.
doom, or however it goes. You know, I can't reproduce a beat, but
Yeah, I never noticed. They were like,
that part sounds a little familiar.
they're like cracking a Coke open or something.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
reaction real quick.
So I wonder if this was a 60s song or 70s. Gotta be 60s, right?
I don't know.
They were so cool. Oh man, it reminds me of like Animals, House of the Rising Sun. How it was just like so chill. I feel like the emotions were so reserved back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody probably smoked cigarettes, and
All right. Okay, so with that, let's break the song down. Let's see. Let's go here. And we'll go here. Okay.
It's the time of the season.
All right, it's the time of the season. We got that right here. To everything, there's a season and a time. To every purpose under the heaven. Now, what I believe about this song is that it's a wake-up call. This is dealing with the great awakening, right, of Jake. And it deals with the men of the Lord going out and waking the people up, warning them for me. Okay. A time to love. Jump down to 8. A time to love. All right. The song is about, in the chorus on the back end, it goes, it's the time for the season of loving. Okay. A time to love. All right. So let's get that. Let's get love. Let's, second, Joe. Second John 1 and 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that, as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. All right? And we'll get to the end of the chorus here in a minute. We'll come back to this. All right? So it's the time of the season, what?
When love runs high.
When love runs high. All right? So get back, wake up. It's the time to wake up and come back to the commandments. All right? That's what's being said.
In this time, give it to me easy.
Give it to me easy. Start with the milk. All right? Start with milk and then get to the meat. All right?
And let me try with pleasured hand.
And let me try with pleasured hands, right? What do you do with your hands? You work. You do this work, right? You take joy in doing the work. Who's doing this? The men out there on the highways and the byways. We're trying with pleasured hands to what?
To take you in the sun.
To enlighten you, to take you in the sun. To where? To the promised land. All right? We are that Illuminati. We're the ultimate Illuminati. It's time to wake up to that. And that's what we're doing. We're out showing the people, look, we're doing this work happily, right? Gratefully, humbly, right? And what are we doing?
Try with pleasured hands. To take you in the sun.
To take you in the sun, to enlighten you to how to get here, to the promised land. What is the promised land?
Promised land. To show you everyone.
Trying to show everybody, every one of you Israelites, right? Which only the 1/3 is going to make it and wake up to it. But we have to go out. This gospel has to be preached unto the whole world. We're showing you. We're out there. All right, so let's get Let's get Jeremiah 32. Let's go to 22. Right? And has given them, Israel, this land which thou didst swear, the promise, to their fathers to give them, a land flowing with milk and honey. What is the land flowing with milk and honey? It's the promised land. And has given them this land which thou didst swear to their fathers. To who? Their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give them a land flowing with milk and honey. What land is that? That's, of course, Israel. All right. Let's get Romans real quick. Promise, the promises. All right. Who are Israelites? Right here. Romans 9 and 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises. Promise what? The land of Israel is one of the promises. The promised land. Whose are the fathers, and of whom concerning the flesh Hamashiach came, who is over all, Most High blessed forever. Amen. All right, so there's the promise. Right, promised land. Back that up a little. So we're out pushing His word, right? Doing the work.
To take you in the sun.
To wake you up, to show you the light and the promises. Hey, you're Israel, wake up. All right, we try to make it to the kingdom. Where's the kingdom? Where's the kingdom start? In Israel. Those promises belong to you.
Promised land to show you everyone.
Let's get Matthew real quick. Right here, Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, everyone, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end, because dealing with the end, time of the season of what? The end. Wake up. We're out here pushing His word, show you everyone, all in the world, right? Show them what? To show you everyone.
It's the time of the season for loving.
And there's the end of the chorus. It's the time, a time and a season for everything. Of the season for what? For keeping these commandments, waking up to your true nationality. Okay? You're an Israelite. You got to keep the commandments. Let's get this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandment. That's love. But this is the whole duty of man. There's your love right there. Okay? It's the time of the season for loving. What is love? Keeping the commandments. Wake up, man. All right? Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time. For what? For loving. For keeping the commandment. To every purpose under the heaven. A time to love. It's time to love. It's time to wake up. And a time to hate. All right? Time to hate your enemy, yeah. A time of war, we're in that time, and a time of peace. The time of peace comes after the time of war. All right? We should be waking up, understanding that we had a war to go through because here comes the kingdom. All right? And that's what this is saying. All right? And we'll move forward.
What's your name?
What's your name? Let's get that. You know what's coming after that. Who's your daddy? Okay, what's your name? Let's go to Psalm. All right. Let's start at 3. Psalm 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Whose people? The Most High's people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. Right? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name, what's your name? The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That goes back to us being asleep. They've been working on this for a long time, taking our name and hiding it. It's the time of the season for loving. Wake up to who you are. What's your name? Israel. Okay, let me go back on that. Put it in context.
What's your name? What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Your father. What's your name? Who's your daddy? All right. Let's get a Deuteronomy. These are just some of the things that came up. This is Deuteronomy 1. We'll read 8. Behold, I have set the land of Israel before you. Go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give unto them and unto their seed after them. All right? God, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our fathers. Okay? Those are our forefathers, right? And then we have the Heavenly Father, right? Whose name is Yahweh. All right? Let's get that. Let's get Acts. See, because you used to hear the phrase Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob all the time, but you didn't know that those are your forefathers. You were led to believe that deals with everybody. Abraham had what? I think it was 7 sons, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Ishmael was the first, but he didn't get the promises. Promises came to us. Book of Acts 5. Okay. Acts 5 and 30. Let's see. Let's start right here. Acts 5 and 30. The God of our fathers, this is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, raised up Yahushai, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. All right? There's our fathers again, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There's our father right there. Our father Yahweh. All right? Let's get Matthew. Start at 6. Is that King James? Matthew 6:6. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father, right? Your daddy, which is in secret, and thy Father, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. So this kind of, hey, do you even know who you are? What's your name? What's your name? Who's your daddy? Oh, you're an Israelite, and God is your God, right? And this is a famous line. Whoever hears the song, like the little girl who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? She came straight with it, right? Letting you know that the Most High put a spirit on this song, right? Even though Esau probably put his own on the left-hand side, there's a spiritual message in here, okay? And this song is huge all over the world to this day. It comes from the 60s, all right?
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me?
And that's hip talk. Who's your daddy? That's why everybody loves it, because well, that's so cool, right? And that's what the little girl said. Is he rich like me? Who's rich? Okay? Who's rich and why? All right? Let's go to Revelation 2. Let's establish who's rich. Revelation 2:9. I know thy works, and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Who's your daddy? Is he rich? Is he rich like me? We're the rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. All right? Who's rich? We're rich. Yes. Answer to this is yeah, if you know who you are. What's your name? Israel. Who's your daddy? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Are they rich? Damn right. Go back to Romans 9. Let's see how rich. Oh, here we go. This thing's about to start acting up. Come on. Don't do this. I'm moving too fast. Let's see. Matthew 6. Let's go. Here we go. All right, let's see how rich. Back to 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth, that means you own, right, the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises, right? I would say that we're rich, right? Yahweh Shah HaMashiach came for us. I would say that we're rich, all right? I'm going to try to keep this short now that this is going to act up. Is he rich like me, right? Let's take that back and let it play.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
All right, has he taken any time to show you what you need to live? All right. Well, yeah, he set up the men of the Lord to go out and warn them. All right. Let's get that. Warn them of me, from me. Ezekiel 3:17. Has your daddy taken any time to show you what you need to live? All right. Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Okay, this is the Most High taking time to show us what we need to live. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So the men of the Lord go out and say, hey, wake up, keep the commandments, and you shall live. Okay? All right? Let's get quickly. Because you're still dead, actually. Ezekiel 37. Let's see. Let's go to the valley of the zombies. And let's just start right here at the top. Let's get King James first. And the hand of the Lord was upon me, Ezekiel 37:1, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? To show you what you need to live. What is the whole duty of man? How do you die, first of all? You die because you are in sin. How do you live forever? Well, you get the laws written on your inward parts, and you'll never sin. And then you'll live, you have everlasting life. All right? Can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, thou knowest. Okay? Let's jump down to 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, which is what this song is about. Get up and do this work. And the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Right? Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. All right. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. Okay? The promises. The promised land. You see how all of this is in the song? Okay? And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live. We're showing you what you need to live right now by breaking down these scriptures. And I shall place you in your own land, the promised land, right? Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. All right? See how it's all in the song? To show you what you need to live. Okay?
Tell it to me slowly.
I'm telling it to you slowly right now. This is what they say. When the Spirit is working with you, they want to hear more. Tell it to me slowly. Tell you what? Tell you what? Break this thing down for me.
Show you what you need to live. Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know.
And the chorus.
The time of the season for loving.
It's high time to wake up out of sleep and live. All right? It's time to live. It's not time to be dead. All right, let's get Luke. This is Luke 9. Oh, all right. Luke 9 and 27. But I tell you of a truth, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of the Most High, which is in our land, the promised land, right? You're living. You're a quickened spirit. Why? Because you got this word. All right? Get Romans one more time. Romans. And we're going to go ahead and close it up. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time of the season, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. Why? For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay? The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Take you in the sun to promised lands. Right? Sun is the light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, in the sun, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. Okay? And how do you do that? What's the lesson here? What's the ultimate lesson? Wake up and do this. Okay? Two things. Fruit and the garment. The fruit and the garment. Galatians 5 and 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love. It's the time of the season for loving. But the fruit of the Spirit, I might have to go back here real quick. Try not to do that. Start at 18. Well, start at 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other. So ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. This is a lesson to me. Don't do these things. Pull yourself away from these things. Okay? But do what? But the fruit of the Spirit, do this, is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. So the fruits of the Spirit, here's where you should be. You should be growing in this thing. Growing to what? To this. We're at the end. All right. One more. The beautiful garments. Okay. Let's see. Well, let me take one of those out. That's not it. That changed it. All right. Colossians 3. And we'll close it. Colossians 3 and 12. Put on, therefore, put on what? The beautiful garments as the elect of the Most High. What are the beautiful garments that you're putting on? Holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. All right? All right? See if we can get this. See if this is it. So this is what the song is saying in a nutshell. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments. What are the garments? And who is this talking? It's talking to the elect. Put on the elect, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. All right? So with that, we hope the elect were edified, you brothers and few sisters, and with that, shalom.